Oh, we don't have any technical difficulties already in the show. Yeah, why are you here today, Frank?
Oh, that's a good question. Why I'm here today? No, I got invited because we want to talk about a topic of that when it comes to fathers not being in the house, and how do that affect young men or adult men as well. And if you don't get to the core of it to figure out what needs to be done, it's going to still be an on repeating cycle.
Yes.
And we're living in a day and time to where it's enough to do with all the repeated cycle. We got to deal with the mental health issues. We got to deal with the low self-esteem issues. We got to deal with why you're so angry. Right? And then not only that, you got hearts that's broken. So hurt people hurt people.
And we talked about this earlier, and frankly, all three of us have worked with youth. Both of you still do.
Yes.
I occasionally, I dabble, but I spent 14 years working with foster teens. I saw 2 young adults this past weekend in Fort Myers. They're both doing fantastic.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
And they're great people. We're close. I can count on one hand the ones that stay in touch like that. But,
that's very important.
It's really neat.
It's very important.
They're my mentors.
It's very important.
I got mentors in their 20s.
Yeah, it's very important.
You should have mentors in every age group.
To keep the unity.
That's yeah.
It's important.
And you learn from each other. And
That's
if
true.
you can just break down that awkwardness and those barriers and those artificial constructs that we create. And that leads again into what we're talking about. So just to preface this, I did read about Bruce Springsteen, and he had a difficult relationship with his father. And his father was the baby boomer. He worked in a factory. He was a truck driver. He worked in a mill. He was worked for Ford Auto Company, and this is in New Jersey. And he was a stoic, kind of bitter man, alcoholic, abusive, not constant, but abusive. And Bruce became this great artist. He's kind of masculine artist. He was always looking tough and strong in blue jeans and so forth. And it was a different type. He wasn't a hairband, right? He wasn't Prince.
Oh, boy.
And I love Prince. Oh, I know that. I love Prince. We share birthdays. So, yeah. And he had a very challenging, and he was estranged from his father for many years. And Bruce Springsteen became this very conscientious artist, a sensitive man, and a poet, and a warrior too. And I also read recently about how young men, there's been other times where there's been a problem with the youth. And there was a turn of the century. There was men were going to the factory, not working around the house and the farm. And women were busy with their caregiving duties. And so the teenagers and so forth, there wasn't school, not for the regular kids. And so they were left to their own devices. And that is not always good.
It's not good.
When there's no guardrails, when your
you.
job as a teenager is to test and push and find boundaries, because how are you going to know what's enough until you've had enough?
Exactly.
And so you need other people to say, okay, this is enough.
It's enough.
You need to you're going to lose a finger, you're going to lose an eye, you're going to, all sorts of bad outcomes, and mental ones. And so they created these groups, the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts around that time, Boys Club, and many other formal activities to address a specific issue for them. And suicide is up among men.
Yes, it is.
There's death of despair, where they engage in toxic habits, and they don't actually do anything, but it's smoking and addictions and reckless behavior and so forth. So they and so many people these days, and COVID didn't help, are disconnected from their community. There's a lot of, I think 1 in 7 adult males do not have a good friend.
A good friend?
I have 3 in this room, 3 in this building.
Yes.
Wow.
You know?
We'll push you.
Man. Oh, thank you, man. God, please, Sean.
Just in this building.
Oh, man.
Yes. We will push you. We will
I'm
motivate
counting you,
you.
Harry.
Yes. Yes. Just like you said, if you don't have a friend that pushes you,
Motivate you.
right, and give you directives when they know that you need some direction.
Yes.
Because even at every age, we can.
It's every age.
you
We're
can
still
use-
learning.
You're still learning, and there's levels of maturation. So
Not me.
Yes, it is.
you,
Somehow.
it stopped.
No,
Somehow.
It ain't
Oh
stop.
yeah.
it ain't stop.
No. When they say this program is intended for mature audiences, I watch it anyway. And then I make fun of it.
Well, that's good in certain
I
ways,
can't.
but we know that there's still more to you to come,
That's right.
right? In the world, they just don't know what's behind that
That hidden
purple
gem.
curtain,
That
Oh,
hidden
boy.
gem.
right?
There we go, purple.
That hidden
So
gem.
you talked about good friends.
Yes.
My good friend David, he's an artist, just brilliant, but not that brilliant because he chose art as a career. So it's been very fulfilling for him. He's very talented,
Mm-hmm.
but there has been no real monetary gain.
Yeah.
And we did a craft show on Friday night in Fort Myers, and I got a lot of good responses.
Mhm.
And I talked to another good friend who is a professional artist and does different figurines using masking tape. They're very creative.
Wow.
And I actually did an interview with him,
Okay.
and I hope to put that on this program.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, and about basically we talked about how you do the sales, how you engage customers, and so forth. And I felt very blessed to have their company and their advice and support, and of course we are very sarcastic with each other and
Right.
rib each other a lot, and it was just nice to have that. And I will say that as a person my age, where Fort Myers was my hometown, I was worried about being able to reinvent myself and finding community
I like that.
Wow.
in this small little speck
Yes.
in Florida that I really hadn't heard of.
Avon Park.
Honestly,
You ever heard of Avon?
no.
How you? Well,
I knew Sebring and I knew Moorhaven and Pahokee.
Moorhaven, Pahokee, yeah.
Yeah, but
who
this is
introduced you to
Avon Park.
City Avon Park?
my PO.
Wait a minute.
I like the Ridge. I sold my house and was bumming around quite a bit, but I needed to settle down and hate snow.
Okay.
So
Here we go.
found a job in AP, and
Very short lived, but you found a job.
that ran its course,
Uh-huh.
and I'm still here.
And we, man.
But you know, today we had that. Let's talk about that event today, since we're
That
talking about the
event
youth
was-
Right.
and how to uplift them.
Yes.
To me, the event today was,
What was it?
it was a field day, a family day, fun day, but where the kids was able to come out, and not only just to come out, but they can be themselves. You know what I'm saying? No one's there to judge them. No one's there, you know,
Oh, hey, you have to go play basketball. You have to do this.
exactly. It
whatever.
wasn't that. It was like whichever where you want to go. And to me, that let them be able to have control of their environment and control of their situation. And I just sat there and watched them today Because I'm one of the ones I like to observe. I don't like to just, I'm the one, I will sit back and watch how you handle conflict or watch how you handle things and see how you be the bigger person to fix it. And I saw that today with the kids. Not only was it a chance for them to have, to meet different people, because it was different people that they hadn't seen before. But they was able to get along. It didn't matter because I never seen you before. I was able to come and throw ball with you. I was able to go and play the little splat games with you, and it didn't matter who you was.
Did you win?
Yes, I did. I won the ones.
Try to pull me in.
Wait, they don't say,
I like to win.
they don't say, Miss Bolton, come on now.
Yeah, I
You're-"
know.
She
You
tried to
don't
pull me
know.
in.
No, I want to win.
Yes. I saw that coming too.
Yeah, I
She
know.
called me a sucker.
Look, hey, cards is cards, when we used to play hearts, as a family, you gotta be ruthless, that's the game, right?
But you seen so much of the kids came
But,
out.
I'm sorry, and it's a safe way
Yes.
to be ruthless.
Yes.
Once the whistle sounds, it's over. You shake hands,
Yes.
and you got it out, and it felt real enough
Yes.
so that you could manage those things.
And I could hear them with the conversations, how everything was and how they liked it.
That's how you settle the
They liked it.
feuds.
See, did you hear that?
Yes.
What the feedback she got from the kids, they saw things, they liked what they experienced.
Yes.
And they was able to communicate effectively and work out conflict resolution.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, like, how can adult, well, wait a minute.
Well, no,
Where they go there?
and we can go there because, we can go there because when you look at the kids versus the adults, if the kids can do it, what makes it so hard that the adults can do it? And it's not the fact they can't do it, they don't want to do it. Ain't no such thing, you can't. They don't want to do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's just be real. They don't want to do it.
I saw a glimpse of what could possibly happen if we had all the figureheads. I don't care if it was from Main Street, South Side, East Coast, West Coast. If we all came together as one, how powerful of a movement that would be here in Avon Park.
It would be very powerful.
And not only for the adults, we talking about those kids we trying to grab at the age where they're having sex too early, drugs, gang banging.
Yeah.
How much effect if they had a mentor, if they see us come together as a unity, as a united front, on one accord, an event like this where they're having fun,
Yes.
and say we want to have more of this. And I can come to talk to Ms. Vern, I can come to talk to Sean,
true.
I can come to talk to Mr. Shepherd when I have issues because I trust them and I see their
right.
work.
And it ain't that I can't come and sit and tell you and it's not going to go no further. It's going to stay there. And I think that's why a lot of people are getting it mixed up and twisted, because just because I come to you and I pour out my heart to you, it should stay there. And that's what everybody is missing it, because just like us as an adults, if we don't take the time to be held accountable, accountability is number one. If you know you're wrong, be accountable for your actions.
Right.
And I just like with kids. If a child is wrong, let them be accountable for what they did wrong. And then we gotta know how to forgive.
We have a lot of lessons that they're learning about the lack of accountability
Exactly.
from what
It's what they see.
the overclass is showing us right now. There's a serious lack of accountability.
Yes.
And that can't happen. There's always consequences.
Yes.
So we also met a lot of people there that, at least two men that wanted to work with the youth and already have ideas and programs that are up and running.
Yes.
And that's very encouraging. And like you said, if we band together, if we pool our resources, if we coordinate and collaborate, and keep the ego at a
And we have to
room temperature.
And we have to realize it doesn't matter who get to the top or who is, you have to know how to balance. And that's where entrepreneurs, business owners, I'm talking on that perspective. Because being an entrepreneur, my business don't make me, I make my business.
They need to know that they can do it. They don't have to be a Bezos
exactly.
or whomever. It's within them.
Yes.
I said this before, and because it's radio.
We're live.
I saw. First of all, y'all raise great kids here, despite what everybody's saying.
Yes.
They're polite. They're decent. They're hardworking. I saw 2 young applicants at Ollie's, and they were dressed nice and polite, and yes sir, and all that. And the guy, he didn't have a job for him, but any company would be lucky to have those 2. And there's nothing wrong with the job at Ollie's, but there needs to be options for them.
Yes.
You can learn a lot. I was in fast food. I think everybody should spend 6 months in fast food.
I was in fast food, and I worked at Wendy's.
Yeah.
I tried everything. I tried to avoid fast food.
Do we have a worst job? Let's do worst job. No, I'm kidding.
Worst job?
We'll get to that. We'll wrap that up. I want you guys to think about that. So, you mentioned the adults, and it's easier to raise a whole child than fix a broken man. Much cheaper and much more humane. We've all dealt with that, and working with the youth, to me, is you get more bang for the buck. Sometimes you're one of the first people to introduce them to something, and then it's kind of magical, or they give you a little bit of credit, even though you're just passing it on. And but there comes a certain point where you gotta build a bridge and get over it. As long as they have the tools and so forth. There's a crisis with veterans, with the mental health.
Yes.
And I think that is a real concern that so many veterans
Yes.
have, those who have not even seen conflict, and I'm not discounting their disability, but if that system creates that much disability, why? That's a self-inflicted wound.
It is.
And the thing is, if these guys who are trained, who have courage, who have focus and discipline, if these guys are having trouble managing this world, wow, what about the rest of us? And there's resources, they're limited, let's face it, but there is resources and parades and memorials and so forth. I'd like to think that we could do that for anybody who needs it.
True.
And we got a veteran right here. Do you feel
Spend
like
some time
in
the streets? Spend some time in the streets with a rifle.
Were you in Portland last week? Did they call you up?
Yes. It should have.
So, did you feel like I know from past conversations you enjoyed your experience with the Army?
With the guards, yes. 6 years, Florida National Guard, Army National Guard.
Oh, okay.
160 Trans, 53rd Signal Brigade, 708 Maintenance. Was a guy down. You can hear me, Harry? I was a guy down bearer at the brigade area level in Tallahassee under General Boat Wright. So yeah, had some fun.
Yeah.
A lot of road marches, convoys. Yeah.
You can fix stuff?
No.
No.
Can you disassemble a M1 carbine?
Maybe then.
Blindfolded?
Maybe then. Those times, you're looking over 20 years now. Been out at least about 20 years, 20 plus.
So, would you recommend service to a young man today?
It's geared to specific people. You got to have the right mind frame in order to do that. Everybody can't do it. Just like you said, their kids should go to college. No, college is not fit for everybody.
Everybody, no.
Right. Some people are
Everybody's
good at
not college
vocational
material. That's
skills.
right.
You know, have very strong vocational skills.
Yeah.
You know, some people are good with their hands. Some people are good with their mind. Some have a combination of both. You know, some people learn from different aspects. You know, hands on. Well, you know.
I was going to sit with that.
Make sure you edit this.
Folks, they were talking about.
Yeah, make sure you edit.
First of all, this is live.
This is
so
live.
live.
Well, what you gonna do? You have nurses on here trying to perform CPR. You know, showing proper ways of doing CPR. It's live. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can describe it.
Okay.
Theater of the mind.
Well,
Yeah.
Two rescue
Black people
breaths.
gotta be doing CPR
okay.
Two
too.
rescue breaths.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Okay, focus.
All right,
Let's
focus. Let's get back.
Also too, as being a woman, and I have 2 boys I raise.
Mm-hmm.
Women have to realize too that it doesn't matter. You know, you got to understand that when you're a mom and you got a father for your kids, you got to you can't take it to where you got to let the father be the father to help raise those boys. You have to. Me being a woman, I can't raise my boys the way how a man can instill in them. I can love them and tell them from a mom's, but I can't tell them from a man's point of view. And that's what a lot of people, let's be technical, be real, you're not a man, so you won't be able to tell boys as they get older how to conduct themselves as young men, in order to be able to grow up to be a man. And if we don't have that instilled in them from a man perspective, we would lose that. That would be a generation that we would lose. And when I say lose is because who gonna instill in them the proper way how they should treat women, and not only that, how they should treat themselves, how they should conduct themselves when they come around young women. Not to be aggressive, not to be, handle them rough. You gotta be gentle. But who's gonna teach those young men that? And with me, I'm talking from being around kids, being around adults. I have seen it over the years, and it's not good. But what can we do as a whole, as a community, as people that love youth? What can we do to put them and make sure they stay on the right track?